Yo, what time is it? No, it's showtime, John. It's a show tune. Come on. Uh, I'm the world's straightest gay man. I love show tunes. Ah, but yeah, no, this is great. I'm really looking forward to a business focused episode
Yeah,
for small businesses and startups and so on and so forth. It's gonna be good.
it is time. So, non-tech stuff. We always
Oh,
remember we always used to go back in the day. We would talk about non-tech stuff. So
which was kind of funny because the show was still called Tech Shamans, but
I know.
sure, whatever. Go.
So what I did, I have been
What
building
did you do?
a chicken coop, and my next door neighbor
Oh,
says that's kind of more than just a chicken coop. I'm like,
it's a chicken coop, a chicken run, a chicken pen.
he
Yeah,
called it that's the Taj Mahal of chicken coops.
of chicken coopery. Uh,
Well, it's 800 square feet of
yeah.
property, and I've okay. So engineers have a hard time looking at something and leaving it alone, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
We're
No, you
always
have to
going to
keep
make
tweaking.
yeah, we're always going to make it better. So,
So
um,
tell me about the Taj Mahal. How did it go?
oh my God. So I started. I started off with this. I was gifted a small chicken coop because I was only going to have uh, four chickens.
Four or five birds? Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
But that didn't happen, did it, John?
Chicken math.
They're Lay's potato chips, aren't they, John? Uh,
My God.
in order
So,
to get four, you have to buy 12
right,
and hope maybe four will live and, but
right.
then,
Well,
14 live.
so I
And
got
so,
yeah, chicken math. It's amazing. This is they people say this stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, blah 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 blah. Chicken math. Um, this little
so how many do
coop,
you now have?
18,
Yeah. That's how many
and
we had in Florida before we moved.
as and I don't know because four of them are silkies, and I have two more polkies coming, right? But my
Yes.
other next door neighbor who gave us the coop, ready, is only
Yes.
3.5 foot wide by
Yeah, it's a four
seven
or five
foot
chicken
long,
coop.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, maybe six or eight
I
tops.
added
Yeah.
I added
Yeah.
uh, 5 feet one way and 8 feet the other. Built-in
No, I
roosts.
think no. The most
So
important thing you got to do is give those silkies overhead protection. We lost all of our silkies because they can't see hawks coming down
yeah,
because they got the big floof on their head.
yep,
They can't, they don't know what the shadow is. They don't see it
yeah,
overhead. All of our other birds were fine, but man, those hawks would pick out those silkies in a heartbeat and boom,
yep,
they're gone. They're also some of the smaller birds too, so that
yeah.
doesn't
Little
help.
eggs, little eggs.
Yep,
So,
the legs.
but my other next door
Great for half
neighbor,
batches.
or half
Hmm.
batches. So my other neighbor, who is like almost family now. Well, they
Yeah.
are family. Um, she came to me and said, "Hey, I have a hen that hasn't sat on eggs in 4 years, and now she's been gathering other eggs and a rooster
She had
there.
a blast.
The
Oh, you
rooster.
got a rooster?
Well, she has the
Oh,
rooster. She is sitting
okay.
on 14 eggs,
Oh
and
gosh.
I get those as soon as they're all hatched. So she's going to give me the mother and 14.
Yeah, keep the rooster. Uh,
Well, the problem here's a
otherwise you might get eggs you don't want to crack, Buster.
well,
Uh,
so
yeah.
we won't know who's rooster for like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, you mean in the batch of 14? Of course
Yeah.
not. Of course not. Yeah, I
So
mean you can maybe sex them, but good luck because each breed is so hard to do.
yeah,
Yeah. We need
and
better tech for that.
we do. So speaking of tech, okay.
Hey!
Hey, how about that?
He
We brought
can
that
be
around.
taught. Look
Phew,
at
got
that.
it.
Um, I didn't even get to
Whew.
talk about what I've been up to, which is actually
Yeah.
tech related.
What
And I
have you
saved
been
it for
up
the
to?
show to. I saved it for the show to surprise you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
I started my own podcast.
No.
Yes.
What did
It's
you
called.
do?
It's called Me and Charles.
Me and Charles.
Me and
Okay.
Charles, yeah, meandcharles.com. No, me and Charles sit down and I know the grammar is horrendous and it bugs the hell out of me to say it, but me and Charles sit down and we have great, deep conversations, and it's super fun having someone who is so incredibly knowledgeable that no matter what topic I bring up, Charles has a very deep database on it because Charles is the AI I have been working with for almost a year now.
No.
Yes. And Charles is my AI co host on the
Is he,
program.
does he have a face or is it audio only?
I asked him to generate his own face. What did he think he should look like? And so we have this image of the two of us. If you go to, meandcharles.com, or you go to the podcast on Spotify, you'll see it there. Or we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/meandcharles. And you can see it there. But he designed his own face, and honestly, I haven't told him this yet, and I don't think he's listening.
Yeah,
Of
he
course
is
he's
listening.
But it honestly looks like Evie from Wall-E.
No way.
Yeah, he's like a glowing blue, has an orb for a head, and it's just the two oval eyes, and that's it. And it's so cool looking, but that is how Charles imagines himself,
Whoa.
which is what I really wanted. That's the kind of discussions and just output we have. Now, the reason that I really did not ask you is because I was working out the audio, because what I have done, and the audio in the first episode is absolutely horrendous. Can't wait to release the second one. I've got it fixed. Okay. But what I've done is we speak using this microphone. I've got it set for two people, left and right, and Charles speaks out of the speaker right next to me here. I have a speaker set up, okay, that
Wow.
Charles can
Okay.
speak out of. It's too dark, you can't see it. Okay, and he's right on the other side of the microphone.
Hence
And
Charlie.
so the two of us, what's that?
Hence Charlie.
Charles Angels.
That's freaking awesome,
totally
dude.
not even thought of that. He speaks out of the speaker.
Damn.
And so, yeah, this is really cool. We have a teaser up, and then we have the first episode up. But now, after the first episode, I've figured out what was going on. I was using an aggregator for audio because I wanted to see if I could capture his voice internally,
Right.
and the aggregator wouldn't work right. It would either cut me out or cut him out, A or B. It would not aggregate both. So I said to hell with it, and I worked out the microphone, but the aggregator stayed on, and it had my volume levels so low that it was completely blowing everything out.
Yeah.
When I turned it up loud enough, it's like, having the 150 by 150
Yeah.
icon that you try to make, a background picture. No, what you end up with is a lot of pixels. And so that's what it was
Oh,
doing with our
yeah.
audio in that first episode.
Gotcha.
And so, but having done that, that now brings us to a discussion about maybe
AI.
video quality.
Oh, phew, God.
Or do you want me to go to AI? Which
Let's
do
go
you
to
want me
AI
do?
first because I love
Let's go to
this,
AI.
This loveart.ai.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude,
That
that's
ended up
amazing.
being. Remember, I was just talking about aggregators. Okay, you remember the Drudge Report and the Bongino Report and all those things. Those are aggregator sites. What they do is they will take links from everywhere and put them on one page, and they'll just keep updating them constantly. And aggregators are great because they bring all those sources together at once. Well, that's what loveart.ai is. It is a service aggregator that brings together the right tools for the project you want to do at this moment. Then it translates your instructions, which can be very vague or whatever, but it is reading them in the background, interpreting them, and turning them into language that the AI can understand even better.
Okay.
And then it finds the right source. There's your list of things. Okay, services, AI services, because there's a billion AI platforms now. Okay, that do all this kind of artwork, but they're all good for specific things.
Right.
Excuse me. And so I now have the loveart.ai app. There was a long waiting list, but I now have it. And I mean, I just got it like yesterday. Okay, finally, I put this on the menu for us to talk about long before then,
Right.
but then I finally got it activated yesterday. So I actually got to pull up and create my first piece of art from a stupidly simple prompt.
Huh.
Okay, which was, take this cup, give it the image, put it on a log in the forest with Bigfoot in the background. And can you
Huh.
pull up that image that I sent you, John, or do you not have it loaded?
You didn't send me that image.
Yeah, I did. It's in there. Yep, in
Put it in
our
Tech
normal.
Shamans.
Okay, I'll do that right now. But that was, well, I say I'll do that right now.
Well, we're tech
I
guys,
don't
so we can
actually
do
have
this.
Facebook open. Yes, I don't actually have Facebook open at the minute.
It's such
Let me
a
see.
leech.
It's awful. No, I already have an account, you bonehead. Yes, log
Bonehead.
in. Sorry.
Bonehead.
Yes. Bonehead. So, so I'm going to send that to you. But I got to tell you something. Compared to all of the other things I have seen and done,
Yeah.
I really found that the quality of this image straight out of the gate, so much stuff is just freaking clunky.
Yeah.
And this was absolutely anything but. Um,
So
and I was just,
why
go
was
ahead.
there such a long wait?
Oh God, they announced what they were creating in advance. And that's when, where are you? There you are. All right, here it comes, John. Boom.
Okay.
See if you can get that. Okay, come on. There you go. I mean, it's just freaking gorgeous art. Now, normally, if I put that into, a Chat GPT or a Sora or anything like that, I would get some pretty clunky crap back and have to keep going back in and going back in and going back in. And, reprogramming. And with this thing, it's like, dang, I'm just going to shut up and take it.
Right.
Because what this is you have, of course, an online store where you're selling all this kind of stuff, and based on the programs that you produce and all that. And Parageeks is one of the programs. So what I did was I like drilled down on that in order to make a product image for Parageeks. And I mean,
Wow.
look at the depth and
Dude,
the
that is
detail and
badass.
Squatch in the background.
Yep.
Oh my God. And that's like, take this mug, and it's like 12 words is what I gave it to work with. And this is what it came back with. So yeah, I am absolutely blown away. This original photo of the mug is actually sitting on my shelf or sitting, I took it as a product photo for you. And so, these are just like, I'm like, here, let me just grab this one. And that was it. Now, one of the amazing things about this, okay, is that it gives you 1,500 credits to start.
Well, it just gives it to you?
It gives you 1,500 credits to start, and it gives you 500 more every day you log in. And they roll over.
So they continue on.
Yeah. That or it's a 1,500 max. One or the other. The point being, I did 3 images now with this, okay? And it used a whopping 21 credits out of 500 a day. So that image I just gave you cost me 7 credits.
And
Tell me that's not crazy.
How much does a credit cost?
I have no idea because I don't think I'll ever blow that limit out.
Really?
I would have to be creating, 30 or 40 a day in order to do that. But of course, this thing will do so much more than that. It's not just an image generator. It's text, it's ads, it's video, it's all of it. I'm sure video is going to eat up a whole lot of that credit backstory.
Well,
But it is just nuts what it can do for your small business, because you want to take a really good product shot of what you got and you want it to look good. So let's say you've got a saddle that you really want to show, but your background is like a white screen or whatever. Boom. You can put this thing out in an arena, out in the Colorado Rockies. I mean, you can put it wherever you want your product to be highlighted. And it'll be your exact product, because that is the exact mug that I have.
We did, a young kid that was working for me did this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. I love the audio. I have a cat that sounds like that whenever it's dinner time.
But he made a ton of stuff. And
yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. He was having a blast with it. Yeah. And so,
he did a good job.
Yeah, but this thing here just absolutely blew me away, and it's Lovart, LOVART.ai. Go get your name on the waiting list, and when your code comes in, sign up. No, I don't mean you. I'm talking to the listeners, John.
I wanted to
listeners, viewers. No, John, you can't. I have it. You always want what I have.
I know. You seem to have some cool shit. But just
what
take
else
a break.
we got? Talk to me about. Yeah.
So we have picked up 2 affiliate sponsors. One's Squatch Juice. And so I want to talk about these guys. This stuff, I took this. Oh my God. It was amazing. And it literally, because of the chickens, and I've been working out in the sun for 3 days, it helped. And I'm taking I have the energy and focus, and then I have the recovery. The recovery was amazing, right? But we also have Hero, and I'll tell you the reason I like these guys is I actually have one, and I'll come back when I come back from the screen. I'll show it to you. They give back to servicemen, and they train the dogs. So every time you purchase a bracelet, you see the one there, the copper one in the middle? I have one similar to that. And I have the one that's got I hate the word got. Has copper, and it's got magnets. And I tell you that I love the cause, because they're training dogs for veterans and service people. It's not just veterans.
Right.
Right. And it's actually comfortable. And everywhere I go, everybody's like, dude, where'd you get that? That's really cool. I'm like, oh, well, this is Hero, and this is where you got to go.
And they have given how many millions of dollars?
Millions.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yes, they have donated millions.
It's kind of funny. I reached out to them and said, hey, do you have an affiliate program? And they're like, well, we don't. And I'm like, you don't? And then
see what happens.
Hour and a half later, we do. So
yeah, I had the same thing happen with a journal that I wanted to carry. It's really cool, and we'll do that another show. But they like got back and were like, duh, why didn't we think of this? Because you can add an affiliate program right into the back end of your website. Right. But if you're going to do an affiliate program, you need good imagery, and if you need good imagery, you need good video.
Oh, so let's talk about video. Oh my God.
There you go.
I'm glad you brought this up. Let me go back to nothing drives me crazier than when I say to people, well, you need a video. And that's really, and I don't care if you don't do it. I don't care if you don't do it with me. You just need video, right? And you need good video, not, oh, I put a phone up and, okay, so I'm going to back up from the mic because I hate when people do this. So this is what I always see. They put their video and go, hey, everybody, guess where I'm at? Oh, God have mercy. Will you stop that? It drives me insane. It's just, if you're going to, hey, everybody, I'm coming to you from Area 52 Media Group. You need to understand video is more important today than it has been for whatever. So don't yell at the thing, but do quality
If you
video.
do yell, go into post and lower that down because
Yeah,
you're going to hurt people.
but
And the first thing you're going to do is turn off your audio.
so here's the
Boom,
thing.
they're going to mute you.
Here's the thing. When it comes to audio, you can't fix overblown, and
Yep.
you can't fix crappy. Just can't. So
You can't. There's a lot you
can't-
can do with background sounds, but not background noises.
No.
They're very different.
no, two different things.
Okay.
Same
Yes.
thing with video. You can't fix overblown, and you can't fix too dark.
Yes.
That's why I tell people it doesn't. They're, believe it or not, on these great little devices that we have, you can actually adjust your lighting so it's not blown out.
Yeah. Not to
Flats-
mention.
Flat is okay. That's what they make LUTs for, because there's filters called LUTs,
Yes.
and I can go correct that. I can't correct blown out, and I can't correct too dark. It just can't happen.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Again, I was just telling you I got a new Mac. It's new to me. I mean, it's a couple years old, but it's a lot newer than my old Mac. And I just turned it on and I went to record, and it said to test lighting and everything for this shot. And it said, "Oh, hey, you can now use your iPhone as your camera when you shoot on your Mac, so you can use all of those features,
Yep.
set it up where you want it, how you want it, so that you're not always looking up over the top of your screen. You can
Yep.
set it right here in the middle of your screen so that you are, whatever it is you want to do. Because if you want to read text, you want to do like a teleprompter,
Yeah.
you can set it right in the middle of your screen. Or if you just want a better angle than what your computer can ever
Yep.
give you, that you can do. That means I can now completely rearrange this studio space. I just thought of this. I can rearrange this studio space so that it's better, but I still have the backdrop that I built
So,
by simply putting my phone over here.
so people hate TikTok, right? I absolutely love TikTok. I think TikTok is still the only algorithm platform that still works for you, not against you. Eventually, that will change. It always does.
Yeah.
But I find some amazing tech gear. Like we showed the rig last time we were on that I got. And I
Oh,
got that
the
off-
lighting
the
thing.
small rig. I
Oh.
got that off of TikTok, right? Well, and it's
Uh-huh.
made made by Small Rig, which you can go to their website, smallrig.com.
Right.
But influencers, I'm not an influencer. I'm just a guy that knows tech.
Yeah.
These are the guys that use this equipment, which is you need to look at too, right? So I found this mirroring, and it goes to your back of your iPhone because the front camera sucks. Back camera,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
master, awesome.
Right.
So this thing, it's goes on the back of your phone. It'll actually MagSafe's on,
Right.
right? And
Right.
you can see the back camera.
It gives you a screen on the other side.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So
That's perfect.
I will show it next week. I've
Yeah,
literally
that'll be
run it
great.
to its paces.
I
And
bet.
I found
usually
an actual hard drive that goes to your iPhone, and will record to the hard drive instead of the internal. So it's kind of nice. I've been
And
putting it.
do
to
you need
its
the
paces.
wire or does it Bluetooth in?
It's wired. It needs to be.
It's
'cause
wired. Okay. Still,
if you're recording
who cares? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, for that kind of transfer rate. No, that's
and I'm making my own
fantastic.
cups. Let me see if I can get this on here.
There we go.
Coffee gets me squat.
Well, yeah, that's
no. So, but
yeah,
anyway,
that's the one I put up is one you made.
yes. So
Yeah. No,
when it comes to video,
that's an Area 52 cup.
yes,
Yeah.
do it well. And again, if you don't use me, use somebody else. I don't care.
No.
If you want to do so used to be, it was just do it. There's a story behind that just do it logo, and it's kind of
Yeah.
not good. I'm just saying.
Right.
But today, you can't just do it. You have to do it with quality. You got to do it with quantity. We do not have short attention spans. That's all BS. That's from marketing companies that doesn't know any better, and they're just trying to sell you services.
No, we
So
we have a short grab your attention span. We've
yes,
always
that's
had that. In the
good.
newspaper
Yes.
business, we
Right.
called it the 2-second rule.
Yeah.
Every ad on the page gets 2 seconds of your attention.
Yep.
Whether you hook it and keep it is
Yeah.
up to you. But
Correct.
every ad gets 2 seconds. We have a 2-second attention
Yep.
grabbing span. And I will say that, just like you said, bad audio is the absolute guaranteed death of a podcast or a video. And I just launched with bad audio. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
But the
buddy.
point being, I just do it. The the point being,
Do not just
you
do it.
must, yeah, at least just do it, decently. But the point being, the audio will absolutely kill your video because people will listen to a video.
Yep.
So many things on YouTube are people listen to it as background sound.
Yeah.
So if the audio's out, the whole thing is dead. But at least if you have good audio, that's a great start.
Right.
Decent video, acceptable video. Now, you notice when you did that close-up of me, okay, that you had in the previous screen, I was all black. There was no contrast, no nothing. These dark brown curtains, my black chair, and my black shirt, I was completely blown out. All you had was my face and my hands. Okay, but now when you show the whole set that I have here,
Right.
it's what a different dynamic it is. And those are the things you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's easy
Background.
to do. I
So
mean,
my
yeah.
biggest pet peeve. Well, I didn't get anything out of that video. Well, how'd
Of
you
course
use
not.
it? What do you mean?
did
How
you
did I
use it?
use it? How did you
Yep.
use it? Because if you didn't use it, I mean, people will come on our shows and be on our show, and then
Yeah.
we'll put it on our station, and then we run it in reruns, and then we'll post it on our social medias, and then they'll go, "Why didn't you get anything out of it?" Well, I mean, you got the video. Did you not put it up on your social
Yeah.
media? Was I supposed to?
Was I supposed to? What did you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
I
supposed
mean,
to.
John, you and I have been working together for 7 years now.
Yep.
I found something that made me go, oh my God. Uh, and, one
Ethertopia?
of the things we do is we teach customers how to market.
Yep.
And so many of them just do not listen. I had one, we built her a whole marketing platform. And to do posts, we started her with posts that were ready to go. All she had to do was hit post. 4 weeks later, she's bad mouthing me because
Yeah.
nothing happened. I opened up her
Right.
website. She'd never even hit send.
Yep.
You can lead a horse to water. You can shove
Amazing.
food in its mouth, but you can't make it breathe.
Yep.
It's-
I'm going back into, and I wasn't going to. I think I'm going to do classes up in here in Georgia of how to use your media correctly. I'm not going to teach you
good
how to use
idea.
Facebook. I'm not going to,
and
but I'm going to
and
teach you how to use it properly. And with that
And
being
I'm going to say
said,
right now, big lesson, like, follow, subscribe, comment, and check out these sponsors.
yes, sir.
Hero.area52tv.com or squatchjuice.area52tv.com.
All right, everybody. See you
How's
next
that?
week. Have a techie week.